Hey, everybody on YouTube. Wait, I don't need your help. I can make it all the way up there with this updrafts. I could make it if these were just a little higher. Oh well. Hey, everybody on YouTube. This is Super Nintendo. Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we used our amiibo to get all kinds of cool stuff. We also met up with Teba's wife, Saki, who informed us about some stuff. We reclaimed one of our memories, and we met up with Teba. After showing him our awesome archery skills, he agreed to take us up there. Before we go up there, however, I think we are going to need a certain amount of bomb arrows. I don't remember if he gives us any. Okay, it's time to face Divine Beast Vah Medoh. Normal arrows won't put a dent in them. You'll need to hit them with bomb arrows. They're a pretty precious commodity, so don't expect me to do this again, but take these bomb arrows. He will give you 20 bomb arrows. This is the bare minimum you're going to need in order to take him down. Also, it's cold up there. If you want to prepare a warm meal or bring some warm clothes, you'll want to bring some. Alright, let's go. Alright, but let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why are you risking down your life to bring down Medoh? Just because. Just because? You must be off your rocker, risking your life on a whim. But I'm not complaining. It's fair enough. Right, get on. I love his reaction to that. Just because? Alright, it's showtime. Man, even I feel like I'm gonna freeze up here. There's Divine Beast Vah Medoh. It has its barrier up again. What a pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? Let's go over the plan. You see those cannons? I'll draw their fire. While I'm doing that, use your bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. Got it so far? If you need to withdraw a bit, just spread your cloth and float straight up in an updraft for a while. I'll take that as a sign that we need to regroup. Don't bother aiming for anything covered by Medoh's barrier. It's impenetrable. And whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, I know I've said this a few times already, you've only said this once so far. Don't forget your cold protection. We can move whenever you're ready. I need to prepare! Alright, let's go. Let's go blow up those cannons. Alright. So, what you want to do is use... It'll take 2 bomb arrows to destroy 1 cannon. So, basically, for this, you basically have infinite stamina. He's going to shoot his... Vah Medoh is going to be firing its lasers! And I just realized that the cannons aren't even attached to Medoh. Where's that debris coming from? Where's that debris coming from? It's not even hitting anything. Whee! I'm pretty sure that if you fall, it's the same as like if you fall down a bottomless pit or something. Nope. Bad birdie. Alright. Yeah, yeah, there's no real way to speed up how fast you're moving, so this part can be a little boring, but it's also really freaking cool. We're up in the air fighting a giant robot bird.
We did it! Well done, Link. That thing is history. Link. It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Meadow. Good luck. It's all you.
Travel gate registered to map.
Well now, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Meadow away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this Divine Beast. Can you make it there?
Alright, here we are in Divine Beast Vah Medoh. And first thing I gotta point out is just how really freaking pretty it is up here. Like, if you can... I don't want bomb arrows. Like, if you can be up here during, like, a sunset or a sunrise, it is just breathtaking. Like, this game is really freaking pretty. And it's one of those things that is just kind of like, okay, sure, like, individually pointing out, this game doesn't really look super good when you point out, like, individual textures, but everything works together so well. And I think what brings it together is the lighting engine, man. And you can see so freaking far. Unfortunately, you can't just jump down there off of this thing. Like, if you do that, it's the same as if you fall down a bottomless pit, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless. And we're on a giant robot bird. Like, come on, you can't tell me this isn't cool. Now on to one of the sections that a lot of people seem to hate, and I'm not entirely sure why. We're gonna be dealing with our first dungeon. Now, in this game, there aren't that many dungeons. There are 4 of them total, give or take. And it's just one of those things that, like, a lot of people seem to really hate the fact that the dungeons are kind of similar. And they are kind of, you know, short. Which, I can understand that they're short, but like I don't understand why they hate that they have a similar aesthetic. Sheikah Slate authenticated, distilling map of Divine Beast. Divine Beast controls have been enabled.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that will activate Medoh are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control. Think you're up to it?
Alright. So, I think that will probably... Actually, let me talk a little bit more about the Divine Beast thing, because this is a point of contention. Ooh, and it's starting to become sunset too. Perfect. So, yeah, it is a point of contention. A lot of people seem to hate it, and I really don't understand. But it's just, like... The Divine Beasts and the Sheikah Shrines were all made by the same people, right? So why shouldn't they look the same? You know? Like, why shouldn't they have a similar aesthetic? I really don't get it. But in any case, I'll probably talk a little bit more about this in the next episode, but for now, next time on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we are going to take care of Divine Beast Vah Medoh. I'm sorry today's episode was a little bit on the shorter side, but I would prefer to keep this dungeon section in its own episode because, you know, the dungeon's pretty short. So, see you guys then.